0.9 Jumedie Enam so baby bia war Ghana 60 years on Independence Parade and air no His Excellency Nana Addo Kufuor COP Asante Appear to the IGP and of course the Chief of Defense Staff Ekane Ho Kanimwa horse no edi omunchemwa omo inspect the parade, and right after that the president will retire to his seat.
No, he will light the flame.
Will light the flame. Okay, the flame first. And sana wababetena senti omampeni soft flame na any atiase from the committee Ghana 60 years on. Omakachre say or light the flame now. Then Azuma Nelson, nana Azuma Nelson Bejino the to America. Then we now take
hand it over to the Ghana Traditional Council for the flame to be taken around
exactly all the other regions into Yanshana. So that's quite symbolic. Ebi shouldn't see that, right? So what's the meaning? I know you're saying, Nana. You have any?
Well, 60 years on, Ghana is just talking about unity, and so perhaps the flame traveling across the country is to show a rest of the country how well unity can be used to achieve the set goals of a country development, and so it's quite a key thing for us. But let me ask Major Sena Afeni this. Now, normally you will see that during the final dress rehearsal, the president isn't involved in it. So how well is he briefed on what he has to do and what he does not have to do when it comes to this?
Yeah, he's not there, but he sends his ADC in the person of Colonel Onwana to come and watch the parade and know what and where to move and what to do. So his ADC does the briefing. So he comes to view the whole parade and goes to brief him. So he's well aware of what is happening. Whatever
is going to happen, so he knows exactly. He's a commander-in-chief, so he can make inputs as to what he wants to do on the day.
Yes,
right. I was asking you this because we saw the president there after the national salute. He was still there when the prayers were being said. In past independence anniversaries, we've seen the various presidents after the national salute take their seat before the prayers are said. By here, we saw the president standing when the prayers were being said. So perhaps these are some of the things we're seeing. That he might have been briefed by his aide-de-camp.
I'm sure he decided to stand there so that immediately he can inspect the parade before he takes his seat. So it will not be like moving up and down because he has to sit up in the arc. So maybe he didn't want to go up there and come down again.
Okay. Right.
That's why.
Major thing, the president is inspecting the parade, you know. What exactly is he looking out for? Because there be a car or inspected parade, but then once we move across,
oh, he's inspecting our turnout.
Okay.
How well turned out we are today, and the morale of the parade.
Okay.
Yes, he's inspecting everything to make sure everything is in place for a good parade.
And so to be identified.
Yes, he can stop and ask why this is that. It's not a routine moving around. He can stop at any time he wants to and ask questions.
Has it ever happened in your memory?
No, not on this parade, but on smaller parades, you see the guest of honor stopping to maybe congratulate you, well turned out, then you acknowledge, yes sir, or you say, why this or that. He can also check you.
Right.
On that.
Okay.
I see. So President Akufo-Addo inspect. Oh, that's the former president of Nigeria, Olusegun Obasanjo, and former President Kufuor. The two putting heads together there. The president is still on his tour or the parade inspection. Let me put it that way. Inspecting the guard.
And Salem Senior High School.
But during the inspection, the contingent maybe almost yellow or
prison.
Yeah. The prisons.
Yeah,
okay,
prisons.
the Ghana prison service. Okay, almost yellow. Wow. Okay.
It's a wonderful day, and you can see the skies very, very clear, and it's not at all easy for these officers and men and women and school contingents there. But patriotism, being a Ghanaian, is what is moving some of them to be there and ensure that the parade is successful. And as we see the president ending his inspection, and then the march past will begin. And you earlier said that because of perhaps the toughness of the military than the school contingent, they will do the school contingent will do the march past first,
and then they will march off the square and go and have their rest, and then we will continue with the rest of the parade.
We will see a show of military equipment. Now, what are some of them that you bring out, and why do you show them to us every independence? Let me ask this big question.
Exactly so. We are going to show off our equipment from the Recce Regiment, 64 Infantry Regiment, 66 Artillery Regiment also will be there, and then the Ghana Navy, and then the police service and other security services will also show their equipment. This is just a show of force. There's something we call show of force, so that we can buttress the point that we are ever ready to protect this country by land, sea, or air at any time against internal and external aggression.
I see.
So it's very important we always show the citizens of this country what we have to protect.
I remember a young boy asking me if the military wants to show those things so that people will fear them. Is that why you show them?
Yes, that is one reason.
Okay, that's one reason.
Yes, that's one reason.
Okay,
because this parade is not only viewed by Ghanaians. And so other countries will also know that we also have these equipments, and so they cannot dare to touch us. That's it. So it's called a show of force.
Show of force. Okay. Great.
Until that social TV3, what year when we are connect Akuma and 3FM, major Afenyame Yatiasia Sayana, the armory and equipment almost show. Or Independence Parade is because on Bezomotre, Amenina said we are prepared as a nation. And Nana, I'm the president of Quack to the perpetual flame until we can take you over now.
And so he's through, and very soon we'll see that flame lit by the president.
Yes, and so all is now set. He's getting down to go and light the flame. The president this morning will be assisted by a 14-year-old Efua Ansa, a junior high school student of Reed Church School here in Accra, who won the Spelly Bee Ghana in 2016 and went to the United States of America to make history by being the only African finalist in the Scripps Spelling Bee. And so she will accompany the president and that is it.
So the flame is there on now, the perpetual flame. We hear the perpetual flame, and what is the significance?
It signifies the spirit of hard work and unity amongst Ghanaians, and so it has to be burning every time in our hearts, and that is the significance. Anytime you see it lit, it's just to remind us that we have our spirit of patriotism, our spirit of hard work, diligence, respect for our elderly and the nation, and then everything associated with it keeps burning in our hearts.
I see the president being given a white staff. I don't know really what the picture is not too clear, but he's just been given a white. Yes, there's a salute there. Then he turns and goes away.
Yes, he's going to light the torch. The torch you talked about.
Okay, that's the torch.
Yes, he's going to light the torch.
Okay, so it's been lit now.
So it's been lit now.
And we're told this morning he'll hand it over to Professor
Azuma Nelson.
Okay, but Nana, let me be a question. Perpetual flame. How perpetual? Because it can't be a perpetual and it's in Dumo, a desa, and doesn't mean the end the whole day basis.
Okay, so before that, Professor Azuma Nelson has just taken over the torch. We'll very soon see him. We lost him on screen now, but the president handed over the torch to Professor Berima Azuma Nelson, 2 times world boxing WBC champion, and we're told that he will relay that torch to the Traditional Council for it to be forwarded to other parts of the country. That's what is expected to happen. we hope to see the torch being moved on. But the president, Major Senafi, so it means that he's going back to his...
Now he's going to have his seat. He's going to take his seat.